Okay, so let's start with the integral form, starting from the integral form. The only term that was missing in that case, okay, so it's to using integral form, all terms were written in a control volume. All integrals were written in control volume form except for this guy, integral over the control surface of n dot tau ds. That's equal, using the divergence theorem, integral of div tau dv. Okay. Now, what does this term really mean? If you consider just a control volume, this is summing up all the forces on the different faces of the control volume. So remember when we talked about the stress tensor, we said that all we need was a description of the stress vector on three mutually perpendicular faces. So if we take these three faces over here, x, y, and z. So starting with this face, there is a stress vector over here. Call it fx. Okay, and that stress vector consists of tau xx, tau xy, and tau xz. Okay, so n dot tau on that face should give us this force vector, these three components. Okay, and then we go to the other face, to the y face. Our stress vector, let's say, was fy in this case, and it's composed of tau yy, which is normal, tau yy, tau yx, and tau yz. And so n for the unit normal for this face dotted with the tau should give us this stress vector. So let's see how this works. Okay, so we said that n dot tau, okay, n dot tau should return stress vector acting on face n. This is normal n. So for example, plus x face, n is equal to 1, 0, 0. So that's I. Okay. So n dot tau, remember tau, we wrote it as tau xx I plus tau xy ij plus tau xz I, okay, so acting on I face j direction, plus tau in k direction here, plus tau yx ji plus tau yy jj plus tau yz jk plus tau zx ki plus tau zy kj plus tau zz k. So I dot tau, if we take I and dot it with all of these guys, the only non-zero terms are going to be this one, this vector over here. So this vector will be tau xxi plus tau xyj plus tau xzk. Now we carry out this integral over the different faces. So j dot tau gives us this other component, or the force vector over here, tau yx I plus tau yj excuse me, plus tau yzk, and k dot tau gives us the remaining components, tau zxi plus tau zy j plus tau zz k. As we shrink this element to zero, the forces on the other side, there's going to be a differential change, etc. And we can go ahead and derive this from this surface integral, but we don't have to. We're just going to evaluate the volume integral in a second. But however, notice that now this is a vector equation. So it's going to give you three components, and the three components of the force are going to be this force in the x direction, this force in the y direction, and this force in the z direction. Now remember that this is consistent with the nomenclature we used. These are all stress components acting in the x direction. So the summation of forces in the x direction has to do with tau xx, tau yx, and tau zx, because it's this second index over here that matters. Okay. So now we go back to the volume integral, and to obtain what the form of the resultant stress force is. So we said that this is, so n dot tau ds equal integral over control volume of div tau dv. And div tau, simply we take the divergence, which is d by dxi plus d by dyj plus d by dzk, and we're going to dot it with the stress tensor, which was tau xxii plus tau xyij plus tau xzik plus tau yxji plus tau yyjj. I'm going to drop the hat for expedience, and tau yzjk plus tau zxki plus tau zykj plus tau zzkk. When you take the divergence, so now this is in integral form, but then we say all the control volume is arbitrary, so the remaining term is div tau. And so what does this div tau look like? This should give us a vector, okay? So we take the first term and dot it with everything. So the first term is going to give us all the non-zero terms are going to be from this contribution over here. So we will have d tau xx by dx I plus d by dx tau xyj plus d by dx tau xzk plus, now the second term, j dot, all the non-zero terms are going to be from this row over here. So we get d tau yx by dy I plus d by dy tau yj plus d by dy tau yzk. Finally, for the last term, d by dzk dot k dot k dot k, these are the non-zero terms. We get d by dz tau zxi plus d by dz tau zyj plus d by dz tau zzk. And again, this is a vector equation. The components in the x direction, for the x momentum, we'll get this guy. For the y momentum, we'll get that guy. So this is x mom contributions, y momentum, and then this is z momentum. So in other words, going back to our governing equations, we knock out the volume integral. We get d by dt of rho u plus div u rho u equal minus grad p plus div tau plus rho g, and you can expand this div tau. So for x momentum, we will have partial by partial t of rho u plus div u rho u equal minus d by dx, dp by dx, plus all the I components of the this divergence. So that's d by dx of tau xx plus d by dy of tau yx plus d by dz of tau zx plus rho gx. Now notice all the terms here are the components in the x direction, because that's the second index and that's what we agreed on. So everything is consistent. Same thing for y momentum, partial by partial t of rho v plus div u rho v equal minus dp dy plus d by dx tau xy, so we're talking about the y direction, plus d by dy tau yy plus d by d z tau zy plus rho gy. And same finally for z momentum, we get d by dt of rho w plus div u rho w equal minus dp by dz plus d by dx tau xz in the z direction plus d by dy tau yz plus d by dz tau zz plus rho gz. The way to remember this is that you only want the components corresponding to the momentum direction. So over here we only cared about the x components of the stress, x direction components of the stress tensor, only cared here about the components of the stress tensor in the y direction, and over here in the z direction. Now tau xy is equal to tau xx, tau xy is equal to tau yx, and tau zx, tau xz, etc. because of equilibrium. But still, this is the more rigorous way of deriving these equations.